It's Ibrahim Kamara from Guap, entrepreneur, co-founder, musician, and welcome to my playbook.
Like my girls, I like my coffee sweet, or like my Hennessy neat. I don't want to wear my heart on my...
Very to the camera, say step one. Step one. Every big idea starts from something small, and with everything you kind of have to just start with what you have. When I was younger, she always used to say, little drops of water make one big ocean, and it's literally that same thinking. You can have the idea of this big ocean, but all you need to do every day to get to that ocean is drop a little bit of water. So literally with your ideas, think big, but then literally just ask yourselves questions that's going to allow you to break it down into smaller, achievable steps every day.
On my top or sleeve unless it's the CDG like.
But at the time when we started, we didn't have access to all the creators that we wanted. We didn't have the money to make a full magazine, so that's the reason why it's half the size. There was a lot of things that were against us, but with what we had, we were able to create this template prototype version that we were able to develop as the years went on. One thing that I would really want you guys to take in is that where you start is not where you're going to end up.
Baby, you'll be easy. I'll hold your hand.
Rushing over now, guys. I think we run over time, I don't know.
I feel like I had one though.
Thank you.
How's that going? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm literally cooking here today. Yeah, so funny how life works. Yeah, it's a Guap. Yeah, Guap. Yeah. Oh man, good seeing you though. Yeah, see you.
Let's hold hands on the rock and safe there. We can smoke blunts in an Axbridge penthouse. But you thought I was gonna say Mayfair. I had jewels in a castle bag, now I'm trying to be your arm for a Virgil bag. I love your braids and the way you style it.
The notebook I've had since we started Guap has that same formula. Literally, so you can see literally at the start of the quarter I'll say I want to complete this, this and this, like 3 things. And then literally every week is literally one header. What do I need to, what steps can I make towards making that big thing? Yeah, and then literally by the end of the quarter, you've done it. So it really is just making it easier for you. You don't need to work hard, you need to work smart. Do you know what I'm saying? Like everything's achievable just if you break it down, you get me? What's your name?
Hi, I'm Hayley. I go by Aduke, musician, photographer, community leader, and I'm very honoured to be here at the EE live event with Ibrahim.
Gang.
Yes, gang. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Daniela. I do videography, editing, I'm building a media agency and production agency. So stay tuned. I'm so happy to be here with Hayley and Ibrahim, and yeah, so excited.
I feel like if you have an idea, if God's giving you a vision, I feel like it's your vision. So you have to be good enough. Like God wouldn't give you the vision if you weren't good enough. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and if someone else can do it, why can't you do it? So why would you not be good enough? Do you get me? I feel like I don't have self-doubt on myself. I might have doubt on how things are going to work or when things are going to work, but doubt in me, why would I do that to myself? That's like, no, like I'm not special. That man's not special. Like everyone's not special. Everyone just has something and done it. Do you get me? So if someone else can do it, yeah, it's not like we're Marvel where some men are superheroes. Biggie, like yeah, everyone is human, and there's bare people who have done mad things that you've seen people's journeys. So it's like, why? Of course I could. No, how can I doubt myself? Are you dumb? No way.
As a young creative, it's basically either going all in on your dream and being broke, or it's working a part-time job that you just don't want to do. For me, it's like, obviously I'm a filmmaker, photographer, musician, but like I want to like create this like the collective to be like our job, like our thing that we can make money, that can become its own thing and have its own legacy, but also at the same time still have time for your passions as well. Like I have a passion for like creative community and building like, you know, opportunities for young people, but at the same time like I love music and I love that like side of things. So like how do you like balance those? how would you balance those? And how would you go about making like money if you were in my shoes? You got a creative collective. Like, what would you do? Like, yeah.
If I had a creative collective, I think as creatives, you guys usually think from just a creative point of view. But I think you need to turn your creativity into a service that can actually be something to other people, so something someone's gonna buy. So obviously I don't know what you guys do individually, but you need to be able to package what you guys do as a group and sell that as a service to other people. So whether that be, I think a lot of creators, when they look for brands, they're thinking about the Nikes, the Adidas, all of them type of people. When really you could go to your local businesses, you could go to like smaller brands or smaller businesses and offer you guys the services to grow. So it might not be the Nike, it might not be sexy, but if you have a service, there's going to be a brand or business that needs help with taking photography and taking all these kind of things. So I think it's all about like how you see yourself, if that makes sense.
Cause any problems, you're only trying to please yourself. No, I got what you're after.
When you started making music, what was it about that experience that sparked your passion, and how those skills developed from back then to try and make it into building a business?
Yeah, I would say, when I was making music when I was younger, there's so many things that I learned during that time that's in what I do now. So when I was making music, I used to have a studio in my house, so I learned how to like record and mix. I also used to like shoot pictures, so ask someone to take pictures for me, and I'll edit it. So I learned how to do photography and stuff through there. Do the same thing for videography. I also learned graphic design because I was branding myself and stuff. So all of those skills are somewhat in what I do now with the magazine, because I shoot other people, edit videos, all that kind of stuff. So I feel the skills, if you know the basic stuff of certain skills, it's not that much different when you become an expert. It's more just you have more practice with that skill, but once you know the basics of it, it can just develop over time. I think, and it can actually lead into a career with those and transcends.
Thankfully, I found a way to make a living out of it. The most sought after job in schools.
I'll say the same thing, you know. Starting a magazine wasn't something I see a lot of people do. We've done it, so I guess there was a few doubts of how to actually make it a career, because there isn't many examples of how you actually make money from running a magazine or a platform. So I'll say a few, but like you said, you do it for the passion, and then somehow it worked out.
We can smoke blunts in a nice rich penthouse. Bet you thought I was gonna say Mayfair.
Whole generation of people who can look up to people who look like them from similar backgrounds to them, doing things that are somewhat non-traditional. I encourage people to look for the versions of themselves in the future and try and find that person and follow their path. So like, if you want to be a photographer, find a leading photographer that you can basically watch all their interviews and look at their pictures, something that you can look at so that you can basically try and find a path through their journey, kind of thing.
You said it was over, you said it was inside out. Now you keep looking over your shoulder, bet you wish it was something now.
Well, you know, everything you said you were gonna do, and niggas did it some more. You know that, like everything. Like, I remember these conversations in even if we went to Camden to do the teacher role. You said this stuff, and then you said you did.
Okay, I want to ask you a few questions. Here's the mic. One question is, if you could go back and when you first started your creative journey, what would you change?
If I'm honest, I wouldn't change a thing, because I feel like in life, everything you go through, every mistake you make, every win you make, all of them moments make you who you are today. So I just have this theory that if anything in my journey changed, even if it was just like one little thing, it might have some crazy knock-on effects, and I wouldn't know if I'd even be in this position. Do you know what I mean? So if I'm honest, I wouldn't change a thing, because all of it made me who I am. Do you know what I'm saying?
What do you think the best decision you made in your whole journey was?
The best decision I made in my whole journey was betting on myself. Despite what society said about me, despite what the world says about me, I think making that journey, that decision to bet on myself despite what I was going through, despite what my circumstance was. I think that's the best decision I've made, because ultimately that skill is a life skill that no one can ever take away from me. So that's why you'll see, if I say, tomorrow I'm gonna be a musician, I'm gonna do it. Why? Because I have trialed and tested me betting on myself, and I know when I bet on myself, it's always gonna work because I bet on myself, you know what I mean? Yeah, and it works, isn't it?
It's Ibrahim Kamara from Guap, entrepreneur, co-founder, musician, and welcome to my playbook.